Guys, we're coming to you live, lunchtime, with yours truly and Montequilla, Adam Lopez. We're going to be talking about Schofield. We're going to be talking about Oshaki Foster, Mike Tyson, Tank Davis, and our analysis of Oscar's latest Clapback Thursday. All this and more on the latest edition of War a Week Boxing.
W.A.W presents Big Time Boxing USA on War a Week Radio.
Guys, welcome. Happy Friday to all of you guys, and I hope all of you survived last night's Halloween festivities. I'll tell you what, it's good to have you guys here, our extended family, and this wouldn't be a lunchtime edition of War Week Boxing without the counsel of our dear friend, the one who delivers all the good news, as well as those terrible political inserts, the incomparable Adam Lopez. Adam,
what's going on, guys? Let's have a good lunch. Let's talk some boxing and some other stuff.
Woo! I tell you what, man. Dude, I've been mixing it up with Kelly Swanson, as well as Big Lou DiBella. Bunch of liberal freaks. My goodness gracious. We'll get into that a little bit later, guys. And look, because I don't want to get fired up while I'm in such a good mood, right? Because let's just face it, guys. We are now in November. This is my birthday month, Adam. And I'm not going to disclose how old I'm going to be turning. But you already know, dude. I'm lucky to be alive. Yeah. Woo! Look, guys, I truly, and Adam knows this, I sound a lot younger than I actually am. Dude, admit it, Adam. I'm starting to look like the crypt keeper, aren't I?
Nah, you look pretty good. You look pretty good.
Thank you, man. Thank you, dude, for being, you know what? First of all, let's say hello to our dear friend, my brother in Christ, Alberto. Welcome to the show, sir. It's good to see you, and thank you for supporting Montequilla on this day. And he says, almost election day. Can you go live on Tuesday, Joe? You know what, brother? I'm going to be live all day. It's going to be a marathon as well as somewhat of a fundraiser because we want to put my son's band, our beloved, the mighty Roshi, where we're trying to put them on tour with a signed act, and they want 20 grand to go on tour with them. So without the sponsorship of a major label, I'm trying to raise the money myself. So we're going to be doing an all-day fundraiser on Tuesday, as well as celebrating Election Day. And we're going to be waving the pom-poms for a specific candidate. And we're also going to be including lots of prayer because, guys, once again, I told you, the Holy Spirit told us to pray for these 4 states. And I told you guys this last week. Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania, and Texas, because there was going to be a specific party that was going to try to cheat in all 4 states. And Adam, have you been reading the reports of said cheating, chicanery?
I've read that some election ballots, the boxes were messed up, and then also I've seen I guess Virginia said that there was fraudulent ballots.
Arizona as well, and in Texas, guys. It's
I
been reported in our county, Adam,
wow.
that people, when they try to vote and click on the box for Donald Trump, it won't click, and it counts as in when the paper comes out, your receipt. It states that you just voted for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz.
Dude.
It's been reported, and where is this on the national news?
It's nowhere. They wanted us to vote. Dude, I don't know why, but they just there's so much fucking tomfoolery and shit like that. That's just like, dude, none of this is like it. None of it seems real. It's like, bro, you legit, like, you know how they always say, like, oh yeah, they already know who's gonna win those things before. They legit do, because they
Dude,
just they don't.
So this should tell you guys, once again, they were fine with guys who are part of the machine. And I've been saying this, and this is why I've always been an independent, at least since college. That's when I found out that both parties were full of shit, and both parties were part of the problem. Once again, bureaucracy in Washington, and this is why they really can't stand Donald Trump, because he's not one of them. And I know this to be true. Once again, guys, power of prayer is everything. Pray, don't take my word for it. Pray for the clarity and discernment from the Holy Spirit, and it will be revealed to you. And once again, before I give you a prophetic message from the Holy Spirit, I always tell everyone, I am no better or worse than anyone. We're all sinners, and we all fall way short of God's grace. So do not take my word for it. And that's for anyone who gives you a prophetic message from the Holy Spirit. Confirm it. Pray about it. Pray for that discernment and clarity. We'll get back to that. But guys, we want to start things off, because guess what? Adam Lopez has yet to see yesterday's edition of Clapback Thursday. So we are going to get his live reaction. And I want to hear what he has to say about it. We're going to get Adam's live reaction. He has yet to see this. And just buckle up, Adam, because this is his craziest yet. Like, so let me know when you can see this so I can start playing, okay, my friend?
Okay, hang on. Let me go.
Can you see Goldie yet?
Let me get out of the comments. Yep, I can see him. All right.
Very good. Here we go. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, brother.
It's your favorite time of the week again. Time for the only segment in boxing that gives you the facts and makes you laugh. It's Clapback Thursdays. I have always said that winning the Olympic gold medal was my biggest and most rewarding accomplishment of my entire career.
Oscar De La Hoya of East Los Angeles. Oh, huge left hand.
The brightest moment the U.S. has had in boxing.
That's just one of the reasons why I can't fucking believe that for the first time in more than a century, boxing is not scheduled to be part of the 2028 Olympic Games in Los Angeles.
What?
Huh? That's right. The games are being held in my hometown in 2028, the site of Americans winning 9 gold medals. So I have to ask the IOC, why would you decide to make this move after 120 years of boxing in the Olympics? Bruh. Is it because the AIBA is that fucking corrupt? Or is it because of the undeniable debacle this past summer? What exactly is the reason? You're disappointing young women and men around the world who dream of becoming Olympic boxing champions. Young men and women just like myself who come from humble beginnings, to say the least, and we have little to no other options in life. Fuck the AIBA and their corrupt leader for shattering the dreams of millions of kids simply because you cannot get your house in order. And as you know by now, nobody is safe from Clapback Thursdays, including my best friend Holly.
I'm blessed, Holly favorite.
Something tragic happened in my life this week that I have to address. I suffered 2 huge losses. The love of my life decided to downsize her enormous cans.
It's been a
Oh,
long
God.
without you, my friend. And I'll tell you
Poor Rocky
all
Lockridge,
about
man.
it
Come
when I
on.
see you again.
Holly, you know how much joy those fun bags brought to me? All the good times the 4 of us had together? Is this a phase you're going through? I thought you were a vixen.
Come on, man.
Are you joining the convent? You said you did it because they didn't fit in your clothing? Isn't that the entire point of having huge titties? I'll never be able to motorboat those puppies again. God damn it, Holly! Oh, and Canelo. Fuck you.
And remember, you're not a hater if you only speak the facts.
Oh, fuck is insane now. They're not 1 minute long. They're at least 5 minutes long. Like, that was this, dude. That's so good. Also the editor is fucking. They're doing. That's really fucking funny. Right.
Dude, but you know what? Why do they always put that photo and that soundbite of poor Rocky Lockridge, man?
That's funny.
just wrong, dude. But you know what? Yeah, it's pretty funny though, isn't it? Like when you see the entire story, it's tragic.
Yeah.
But that clip, yeah, it's kind of funny. So your thoughts on Oscars? Oh, geez. Clap back Thursday for this week.
I mean, I'm not. Big titties are great. I do enjoy big titties. But I mean, if it's really hurting her, like hurting her back, it's probably not that great. I mean, I don't know what cup size she went down to. I'm pretty sure she was like a triple D or some shit like that because they look like. But I mean,
ginormous. Yeah.
Yeah, a regular D where it looks achievable because you can't have like a triple D with being too perfect. And a triple D, no, that doesn't exist. You can't have that you can't have huge tits that are also great too, that are like they stand up right and shit like that. So I mean that it looks fake. I'm more of a natural look. If they're big and they look real, more power to you. And I think Holly is doing the right thing with
dude, let's just face it. Downsizing the top, she still looks half alien like. Yeah. I look, I'm sorry, guys. She is like, if you haven't seen The Substance yet, guys, with Demi Moore and Maggie Qualley, right? Or yeah, I think her name is Maggie Qualley, the daughter of Andy McDowell.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen that yet, that's what this is about. That's what that movie is exactly about. This. It's like, you know what? It's. I'm sorry. I liken it to. I hate to say this, but being like a transvestite and having that dysphoria, having that mental illness. It's like, oh my gosh, be happy with what God gave you.
Yeah,
because it comes to a point when you look at Holly, like remember his ex-wife, the mother of his son. What's her name? The one from Puerto Rico. What's her name?
Millie.
Oh my gosh, she was lovely, dude.
Yes.
That is a lovely, real, 100% female, and she is lovely, man. But this one,
yeah,
it's like, dude, when have you ever, Adam? And you know, you've been in this business for a long time, and you've been around celebrities.
Yes.
Do you ever say, "Oh my gosh, what a stunning woman," when you see that she has all kinds of plastic bullshit in her? No, you don't. You always say, "Yeah, you can tell she's had some work done."
Yeah, you can say
your reaction is never, "Oh my gosh, what a stunning beauty."
Yeah.
No, your reaction is always, "Yeah, you can tell she's had a lot of work done, dude." She's starting to look like a Joker. Like, you remember that Jim Carrey skit on Living Color? Where did they get a load of me? And he's got that face.
Yeah.
That's how some of these unfortunate, troubled women look.
Yeah, dude. I don't know who the women's spokesperson is, but that told him that was the look to. But that it's really gotten really bad to where they have the collagen lips, the fucking
Dude, what's up with
word,
fake booty?
yeah, fake booties are.
That is so gross.
Bro, eat some tortillas. It's gonna go straight there. Fuck it. You gotta do it the natural way. You gotta do it the natural way. Don't out.
Hey, you know
Then
what?
Get it. You fucking get pregnant. It happens. Like,
you know what? That's why we call him Butter, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
But look, guys. But you know, I thought it was hilarious though, and you know what, man? I cannot believe that this is going to be known. The last time boxing was an Olympic competition, we had Aman Khalif in it, and she's going to be turning pro now.
He's thinking that he's gonna have so much support because he won Olympic gold. It's like, no. First off, you're Algerian. No, you're not gonna have tremendous support. You're not gonna people aren't gonna want to watch you because you got girls like Amanda fucking Serrano that can beat her ass. I mean, you got actual good fighters. I mean, Sanisa Estrada just retired.
Yeah, and probably because of that.
You think so? You think that she retired because
because men are starting to turn pro?
She came out the excuse that it was because she wasn't happy and she was getting depressed and shit like that.
I told her, if I were a little girl like that, the thought of a guy beating my ass would really depress me as well.
I don't know. And I don't really buy the excuse of, oh, I'm depressed and I'm not happy. It's like, dude, that was like the only time I was fucking happy now. And when I was doing this.
Wait a minute, you mean delivering the mail isn't making you happy, Adam?
Bro, no.
Well, look, this is why we love to feature you on the show, because we love to show you that love, man, and it brings us great joy to put you on center stage and to celebrate the life of Adam Lopez. I tell you what, here, brother. We love you, man. We hope it brings you a microcosm of joy in your life, my friend.
Yep. Talking about boxing and talking about this with you guys brings me great joy. That's why I keep coming back.
We love you, Adam. And you know what? This wouldn't be War Week Boxing without you now. Honestly, I can honestly say that, guys. We love Adam Montequilla on the show. And I tell you what, man. You know what, dude? Tomorrow, I'm going to be calling. Well, no, shoot. I've got to practice with my metal band. Guys, I'm going to be singing for a Whitesnake tribute band. And we're going to be rehearsing tomorrow night. I'm going to try to move it during the day so I can call all the fight action with you guys. And if I can maneuver that, Adam, would you like to join us? If you can, if it's okay with Dave Lopez anyway.
If I'm back, what time does the fight start?
Look, we've got one on the East Coast with Oshaki Foster and Robson Conceição.
Oh, yeah.
And then we've got one in Vegas with Floyd Schofield and DAZN. As well as Beck the Bully in the co-main event.
I'm kind of tired of him.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be it's going to be Beck the Bully versus David Stevens. We're going to talk about that matchup a little bit later, guys, as well as Floyd.
Is that Ronnie's guy?
That's Ronnie's guy, yes. And they're going to be fighting as if this matters. But they're going to be competing. It's a title eliminator for the WBA winner, potentially. Now, I say potentially, in quotes, facing Canelo Alvarez sometime next year. But when is the last time the WBA has enforced their mandatory challenger for Canelo?
The Bully and Dynamite Stevens are going to fight for a shot with Canelo through the belts to be a mandatory.
Good point.
I hope Stevens wins. I hope he gets the shot, dude.
Oh, Chingao. So, you know what? That brings up our next topic of discussion, guys. Do you want to talk about that now, brother? Because the WBA, they just ordered another matchup, and I have a real problem with it, brother. The WBA have now scheduled purse bids for Amantas Stanionis versus Shakram Gayasov, who signed with Matchroom Sports Friday, November 8th. Fight ordered as a mandatory defense of Stanionis' WBA welterweight world title.
Yeah, no one cares.
This is actually a great fight, but why would they do this to both fighters? Now, once again, guys, we profess the business of boxing, and why we do this, this is one of the many reasons what we're going to talk about right now. Once again, we are in an unprecedented era in boxing, and Adam and I were talking about this off the air, and what did you say to me, Adam? Boxing has become a what?
Oh, it's a niche sport now.
Oh.
Niche.
Yeah, it's not even an Olympic sport. Oh, dude, you corrected yourself. I didn't even have to do it.
Yeah, you said it.
That's amazing. A niche sport. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, it is. Because look, if you really look at it, we're not on any major networks. We're not even on cable. We only have one cable company, and that's ESPN, and that's only with Top Rank. We're with ESPN Plus, you can see the undercards, and DAZN, you see the other fights. And then Amazon. We just finally got Amazon. And it's like, dude, we have all these subscriptions. It's not basic. It's not readily available to the average person. You got to go through a lot of fucking loopholes and fucking jungles and fucking different terrains just to get to boxing. It's like, this is not good.
Yeah, it's not good, guys. And so how does this apply to what we just talked about? Amantas Stanionis versus Giyasov.
I don't
right? Okay, so guys, why would they do this? Why would they do this to these fighters? This is going to embarrass and severely lower the market value of both men. Once again, how many promoters are going to bid on this? Don't say Tom Brown. Don't say PBC. Like, honestly, I was in shock. And I remember G Funky and I talked about this when it happened. Amantas Stanionis signs a multi-fight deal with PBC. And I'm like, why? Why would you re-sign with a promotional company that has no TV dates? Why would you do that? And now this fight is being ordered. Who's going to bid on it? Dude, if you thought Boots Ennis versus Chewbacca, what's his name? Who's the guy he's fighting on the 9th next weekend? What's his name?
Who?
Boots Ennis.
Oh, the guy you already fought.
Yeah, what's his name? Chewbacca?
See, this is another thing.
No,
I don't like
hold on.
I don't like.
Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I hate these fucking names. We don't even know who these guys are, bro. You got fucking Stanionis versus Kakistov. like, I don't fucking. I can't fuck with these names. I don't want to like. I can't remember them. This is bad.
So it's and whenever I find myself forgetting the name, I always think of Teddy Atlas. And then it comes back to me. It's Chikadzian. Boots Ennis versus Chikadzian. Now, if you thought that purse bid was bad, brother, how dramatically terrible is Stanionis versus Giyasov gonna be?
Very bad.
Like, honestly, think about this. And then after this, what is their market value going to be? Like, how much are they going to be able to demand? And this is a world champion. Like, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Amantas Stanionis had to pick up a part-time job as a mechanic just to keep the lights on. This is bad, guys. This is now mirroring the American economy of the haves and the have-nots. Boxing has been reduced to the 1% having all of the money, and then these world champions are making drips and drabs. And then the nerve of guys like Devin Haney. Oh, man, we're not going to, man, we're going to scoff at 1.7 million. Oh, 2 million to fight Liam Perro? No way, man. That's an insult. Are you kidding me? This is why, guys, it's become completely outdated. One, the WBA, how many of their ordered fights actually come to fruition? How many? Very few of them. Very few. And this one is going to be no different when no one bids on it. And when they come up with only a winning purse bid of maybe $250,000, how is that going to look for a world champion like Amanta Stanionis?
Not good.
Not good, guys. This is not good.
Not good at all.
Jump Tube, welcome to the show, sir. These effing guys in their names. Who the F is that guy? Why does he have to fight him? In the
I know,
words
yeah.
of Coach Gogi. Oh, I love it. I love it, guys. And we want to welcome my brother, Iceman, my brother in Christ. It's good to see you, my friend. Yes, Karen Chikatsian. And my brother, G Funky Boxing. I'll tell you what, guys, G Funky has an event going on, and we're going to talk about all of this in a bit. He's got an event going on in Sacktown, the capital city of California, at Mr. Tequila's, ese. And he's going to be a special presentation, guys, of Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, the entire card, ring announcing, ring card girls, all of the future champions from Sacktown and in Northern California. Guys, go out and say hi to G Funky if you're in that area. It is going to be a fantastic event. If we weren't hosting one for South Park Boxing, I would be there, guys. That's how much I love this idea. I love this event. And G Funky, care of Lena Promotions, I really wish I could be there. That sounds like so much fun. So, guys, if you're in the area, go say hi to G Funky at Mr. Tequila's. And I'm sorry, Adam, as you were, sir.
When is the Jake Paul fight?
November 15th, the day before Latino night in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Nice. Okay.
So that's in 2 weeks from today, brother.
Sounds fun. Sounds good.
And there it is. And Sipping in the Water, welcome to the show, sir. He says, I used to hate hair metal now. I kind of like it. You know what, brother? You've seen the light. And G Funky making fun of me. And here I go again on my own. Woo! I can't believe I'm going to be singing that stuff, brother. Again. It's been a minute, but I'm really having fun, guys. And I really hope anyone, when we start gigging, if we bring it to your area, I want to see you guys come out and support it. It's going to be so much fun. And dare I say, the kid still has it. Dude, I can't believe I'm going to be turning another year older in 2 weeks. Ching out, Adam. Tell you what, guys. Now I'm depressed, brother. Jeez, I feel like Oscar De La Hoya now on clap back Thursday. Dude, you have to admit that. I have to admit that was hilarious. That was good, man. That was good. Alonzo, welcome to the show, sir. And guys, if you haven't already, please go click the like button. Thank you very much. Simpin says, Chief Funky, did you notice the Adam's apple on that broad? Alberto says, Sanisa is pregnant with Chris Mannix's baby. Oh, dude, you take that back.
I don't know.
You take that back. Adam, kick his ass, dude. I'm just jiving. We love you, Alberto. And G Funky also says, yeah, she looks like a living Barbie doll. More like a nasty hybrid of Barbie and Ken. Yes, I said it. I said it.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah. Simpin also says, bro, I saw her in that video when they're dancing in thongs and her ass looks like a man's ass. Dude, it's so big you could set a drink on it. Like seriously, I could put my Dean Martin rocks glass on it. Yep. And yeah, he's got the beat. I've seen Holly up close, and she's had a ton of work done. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Ching out, man. OG Blaze, welcome to the show, sir. Oscar deserves better than that Instagram, though. Well, you know, so does Donald Trump and Elon Musk, in my opinion. Bruce, what's up with you, man? How you doing, brother? Happy Friday to you, my friend. Sibbin says, are we 100% sure Holly is a female? Chingao.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
I'm going to plead the fifth. I'm going to plead the fifth, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to plead the fifth.
Good.
And yeah, G-Funky has the beat. CBT, Clapback Thursdays, are pure gold these days, aren't they? Like, honestly, man, I think that may be his greatest. I think that may be the greatest thing that he's ever come up with.
It's definitely gonna shift the culture. It's something for the culture now. Like, but he's the only one that can do it now, because if fucking Bob Aaron would never do that. But I mean, like, Eddie Hearn could never do that, because he'd be like,
dude, honestly,
Oscars thing.
If Bobo tried to clap like that, I think he might have a stroke.
He might, dude. That's so sad.
Yeah, well, he's 93.
Yes.
Mateo, welcome to the show, sir. It's good to see you, my friend. Also, my brother Team Batman Boxing, good to see you, man. You are a great fan, and we always love seeing you on the board, my friend. And Alberto says, yep, that's awesome, Joe. Roshi really is talented and deserves a record label contract. You know what? Thank you for saying that, man. We're working really hard. And hopefully, with if we get enough money to jump on tour with a major act that will not be announced yet until we raise the funds, yeah, we're very hopeful that that will lead to a multi-record deal. And I says Trump bought a garbage truck. You know what, man? Honestly, I think that may be the only thing this week that tops Clapback Thursday.
The garbage truck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's pretty good. He's working at McDonald's. Funny.
Yeah, honestly, the trolling of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden is just unprecedented.
Yeah, doesn't get better.
No. And dude, especially Trump, you know, I think this garbage vest looks really slimming on me, don't you think?
Yeah. You see him on Joe Rogan?
Oh, Chinga. Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was very revealing. I even liked JD Vance's a lot better.
Yeah, I listened to him yesterday. It was really good.
I thought it was outstanding, guys. But you know what? We're not here just to talk about election stuff.
Fuck
guys,
that.
Once again, and I hope this brings awareness, guys, to the dangers in ordering these fights. If they're not ticket sellers, I understand, hey, how else are they supposed to get these opportunities? Well, you know what? Stay active, and maybe people will know exactly who you are. Because think about it. Montestaniones fought on the undercard of Munguia versus Canelo, I want to say. And he looked great against who's the cat from former Olympian from, I think it's Brazil.
Who?
Ching Yao, man. He was the guy who the WBA cheated for when he fought Kenneth Sims Jr. Or was it no, Michael Fox?
God damn it. It's on tip of my tongue, dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That's the last time he fought. Now, the last time he fought before that was on the undercard of Errol Spence versus the Cuban.
Oh,
gosh, why can't I think of names right now?
Ordenes Ugas?
Ordenes Ugas. Yes.
That was a great fight.
That was a great fight.
God damn it.
So he's only fought twice in the past 4 years in Montestaniones, or 3 years. I think it's 3 or 4.
And to be honest, I'm never really excited when I see Staniones. I'm never I don't know if it's the American in me that goes, fuck this, fuck these Europeans, or but I haven't really been ever excited to see Stanionis. The last guy that I was really excited for, there was one of from some of those fucking irrelevant countries that are over there yonder. Was
You mean ones that were funding in war?
yeah, like some
Chingao.
Balkans
Did I
region.
hear I said I wouldn't get political? Chingao, dude.
Who was the guy from Montenegro? He was 135 Montenegro Southpaw. Dijon. Fucking he fought Mikey Garcia. His last name starts with a V. That was the last guy that I was excited for that was fighting. Dijon from Montenegro. That was the last guy that I'll probably ever be excited for. Or not really excited for, but I enjoyed watching it.
And so, what does that have to do with you not being able to get up for Amantis Stanionis?
No, I'm just giving you a scenario of when was the last time I was excited for a guy from an irrelevant country like Stanionis.
Irrelevant country. Chingao, Adam.
Like a nonsense country. It's just like
A
dude,
nonsense country. Boy, this keeps on getting better.
just
I love it, man. That's great. Well, I tell you what, dude. Yesterday, my son played a gig, and I guess from just how I talk and when I talk, someone recognized me from ring announcing.
Really?
Yeah, and they said, "You're that ring announcer guy, right?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Dude, what do you think about Mike Tyson, Jake Paul?" I said, "Dude, you seem to be amped up for this event, so don't ask me what I think, because you're not going to enjoy it, and you're not going to appreciate it, and you're going to want to argue with me, and I don't want to do that."
What do you
And
think?
he goes, "Oh, dude, come on, you don't think Mike Tyson's going to beat his ass?" I said, "Well, you seem to think so. So, hey, man, let's roll with that. Yeah, Mike Tyson, he's going to whoop his ass. Hey, man, enjoy the fights. Hey, come out to Dave & Buster's, man, on Friday.
Yeah.
Friday the 15th. Watch it with us." And and I didn't have the heart. And look, and Jake Paul is doing it once again, the best promoter in the States right now, besides Golden Boy and Top Rank. Okay, he's doing a hell of a job selling this fight. And the rules were just revealed by our brother, Greg Alvarez.
Yeah,
Big Greg. Here are the rules, guys. Fight is going to count in the record of both fighters. This is in an exhibition. Knockouts are allowed. And it's going to consist of 8 2-minute rounds for the old man with 14-ounce gloves. And that's it.
There's a lot of concessions.
Mm-hmm. And this is what Jake Paul had to say when he was interviewed on the Today Show. He said, now think about what I just said. He was interviewed on the Today Show.
Yeah.
When is the last time you've seen a fighter interviewed on the Today Show?
Never.
So this is what he had to say. He said, "Yeah, Tyson's looking really good. And I'm a little bit crazy and I'm a little bit scared. I'll be honest. This is the toughest fight I've had to date against by far the most experienced opponent. And, you know, it's at heavyweight. Tyson has been dropping people from sparring from what I've heard. And from what I've seen on footage that people have shown me, he looks to be in the best shape and the strongest he's been in decades." That's what his coaches are saying. So I know on November 15th, it's going to be a war, but I just plan on outboxing him and showing the world what I'm capable of doing, coming alive in the moment and knocking out one of the best to have ever done it. End quote. Adam, is he setting the world of boxing up for failure on November 15th? Because let's just face it. If this doesn't sizzle in front of an audience that's expected to surpass 40 million worldwide live, it's not going to be a good look for our beloved boxing now, is it?
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. I don't know. It's just got to be a good back and forth. If it's a good back and forth, then we win. Because that proves that boxing is alive and relevant still. It shows the past superstars can still do it. Jake Paul, if Jake Paul does decent, if he gets knocked out, it's what everybody wanted.
Look, the only way this ends well for our beloved business is if Tyson delivers the impossible and knocks out the young man.
Yeah, it does.
Because let's just face it, if he takes advantage of the old geezer and forces him to quit on his stool, which I predict will happen between rounds 3 and 4, or maybe 4 and 5, then it's going to be a black eye for our business.
What is
because this has to sizzle for this to be successful and to have that spillover effect for our entire business, brother. Or else people will feel ripped off even though they didn't have to pay for it. They won't want to invest another dime or another minute in the circus that has become our niche pastime. And guys, the casual and mainstream fans have fallen for this farce, hook, line, and sinker. Over the past month, I've heard more people bring this up to me than actual fights. Who's talking about Floyd Schofield versus Rene Diaz?
Nobody.
Who's talking about O'Shaquie Foster trying to get his title back against Robson Conceição?
Nobody.
Who's talking about the rematch between Usyk versus Fury 2 in the States?
You hear a little buzz, but it's not a lot.
Yeah, that's why you just yawned.
Yeah.
Guys, this is not good. And I'm sorry. Mike Tyson has no chance, guys. They're doing a great job of selling this event, but it's snake oil. This is fool's gold, guys. He couldn't even beat Kevin McBride 20 years ago, guys.
But he did beat Roy Jones Jr. in the
Dude,
exhibition.
you mean George Jefferson?
Doesn't matter. Roy Jones versus
Dude,
Tyson.
he didn't look like Superman. He looked more like George Jefferson, Sherman Hemsley.
Who? Roy Jones?
Roy!
Roy Jones still better than Jake Paul.
Oh, my gosh, dude. Oh, not et tu, Brute? Shit.
I'm telling you. I
Oh, no. You, dude,
I
in the
think-
immortal words of Jim Jones, you drank the grape Kool-Aid?
I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm saying that we might be surprised by Mike Tyson.
Dude,
Look decent against Roy Jones.
you sound like Jim Carrey on Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah! I hear you.
I do something.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, dude, for the first 15 seconds, boy, he's ferocious.
Yeah.
Dude, he's almost 60, guys. And fans are getting up for this. Dude, this is like staying up. Dude, they're going to be like Linus waiting up for the Great Pumpkin to arrive.
Fucking great pumpkin.
Dude, that's exactly the way it's going to be.
Well, you're saying for boxing to survive, we need Mike Tyson to do what we know he can, or what he once did, correct?
You know what? Look, if I had as much money as Elon Musk, I would give Jake Paul one of those new Cylon trucks and give him $20 million to take a fucking dive and let Mike Tyson knock his fucking ass out for the good of the sport.
Yeah.
And let me
So
tell you, if Mike Tyson did that, oh my gosh, everyone would be buzzing about our beloved boxing. Everyone would. If Mike Tyson can deliver what I know he can't, that's the only way this fight is going to be good for the health of the sport. But guys, that's like waiting for the great pumpkin to arrive. It's not going to happen. And Jake, he just said it. Oh, I'm just going to outbox him. I'm not going to engage in that dude. And if he gets in perimeter, I'm going to tie his ass up. He's an old man. How long do you think he's going to be able to do this in a 2-minute round even?
very true. Nah, 2-minute rounds are fucking easy, dude.
No, dude, it's very easy for you when you're freaking 28.
2-minute round is easy.
Dude, it's not, dude, you can't even do 2 minutes right now in sparring, dude.
Yes, I can. I can do.
No, you can't. Dude, come on.
I can do 2 minutes. Easy.
Okay. Okay. When you're 58 and I'm 90, when you're 58 and I'm 90, I'm gonna revisit this conversation. I'm gonna say, hey, can you go 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
No, dude, he's 60, brother.
I know for a fact Mike Tyson go 2 minutes. 2 minutes is easy. 2 minutes is fucking crazy easy. 2-minute round is insanely easy. It's very easy.
Oh shit.
Once you have the gas that you've gone 3-minute rounds multiple times in your career in huge fights, 2 minutes is nothing.
Brother, when you're my age, 2 minutes feels like an eternity in that ring. What the hell are you talking about, Adam? You know better.
Yo, I'm telling you, fucking 2 minutes. So 2 minutes in the bedroom. Okay, now that's you're fucking marathon runner if you fucking hit 2 minutes,
dude. All right, Minute Rice.
You're a minute man.
Dude, I'm gonna start to call you Uncle Ben, motherfucker.
2 minutes, bro. Come on.
Oh, dude. Well, I tell you what, my condolences for W.A.W. Lopez. Chingao.
Whatever.
Just messing with you, Montequilla. Oh, shit. Oh, chingao. Look, dude, you don't smoke weed, Adam. Mike Tyson? Dude, he'll give Snoop Dogg a run for his money these days. Speaking of which, you haven't seen that guy since Diddy got arrested, have you?
Who? Snoop's everywhere. What are you talking about?
Really?
Yeah,
Since Diddy got arrested? You still see him?
Yeah, he's still there. Promoting his shit. Promoting his dumbass show on NBC.
Oh, okay. See, I don't watch NBC. Maybe that's why.
Oh, it's on.
And there it is. Yeah. Look, Chump Tube has the beat. Waiting for 1987 Mike Tyson to show up. Yeah. Iceman has the beat also. Jake better protect his ears. Oh, shit. Treetop, I've seen this fight advertised on the side of buses. Never seen a boxing fight on there before. Yep. Setting us up for the fall, guys. Iceman, for us boxing fans, it's awesome for Mike to knock him out. But for Paul to keep bringing in the casual fans, it's awesome for Paul to knock out Tyson. I don't think it's good for anyone to see Mike Tyson get flattened.
It's not. To see a legend go down by a fucking idiot like Jake Paul, well, he's not an idiot. Like, from a guy that's not that. This isn't his primary job, boxing, and for that
the
to
way these look, guys, the way these pride flag waving sissies have become these days, offended when you say something about a garbage floating island, right? That was obviously a joke, but if they get offended and appalled at that, what do you think they're going to say about boxing if we allow an old man to get in the ring with a young YouTuber and he gets abused?
Yeah, that is very true.
What do you think these sissy ass liberals are going to say about it? The guys who just interviewed and promoted this fight on the Today Show. What do you think they're going to say about it the Monday after?
Yeah, dude, you're right. Just gonna say, oh, that was bad. That should have never happened. Blah 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 blah.
Yep. This is why boxing should be condemned, guys. It's just a bad look.
You're gonna say boxing's dead. Blah, blah, blah.
You know, that's why no one watches anymore. Because it's turned into this. This needs to be banned. Bunch of... Man, I tell you what, dude. Liberals... You know what, dude? I can safely say this. And I'm not exaggerating. Do correct me if I'm wrong, Adam, but it does seem that liberals ruin everything.
Yeah, dude. Look at. I can't remember the last time a good movie. Good movie. You keep telling me when we were talking about movies the other day on the show, you were like, "Oh, this is a good independent movie. This is a good independent movie," and they're all independent movies. We haven't seen a major studio movie that was actually good.
Look. Two of my favorite properties, my favorite intellectual properties, all time: Star Wars and Marvel. What did liberals do to them? Made them unwatchable, guys. They ruin everything, including this country. It's natural, damn it. Being transgender is natural. Yeah.
Very true.
Dude, they ruin everything, and I am just waiting when this farce plays out on Friday, November 15th. The Monday after. Yeah, the 18th, the shit is going to hit the fan. And they're going to want to boycott boxing, want to get Congress involved. This is why it should be banned.
Yeah, very true.
So that's what I'm fearing, guys. And honestly, hey, enjoy the circus while you can. Enjoy the circus while you can. Yeah, Sal has the beat. Welcome to the show, sir. Yeah. It's good to see you, man. What's up, fellas? What's your thoughts on Fortuna fighting in a bit against Robbie Davies? Oh, gosh. Javier Fortuna is going to be lacing up the gloves again. He shot, guys.
Yeah,
he shot.
Yeah,
against Robbie Davies.
Yeah, no. He needs to give it up.
Yeah, he's going to get knocked out, guys. And, you know, Robbie Davies isn't that good, but he's going to get knocked out. Either that or he's going to turn the fight into a stinker.
Yeah,
and neither one is good for the sport.
Yeah, Fortuna. I remember when Fortuna was 126 and he was coming up.
Yeah, that's when you were coming up at him.
He was a menace, dude.
He was a boogeyman at featherweight, dude.
Yeah, he was great at 126, and then he was knocking everybody out.
Yep.
And then I forgot what happened to him. I think it was Sosa that beat him. Jason Sosa beat him. I think.
Dude, Jason Sosa, the last of the Russell Peltz Warriors, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Jason Sosa was so much fun to watch, dude.
Yeah.
He was fun until Lomachenko had his way with him and ruined him, dude.
Yeah.
Ruined him, making him quit on his stool.
Yeah, I remember Jason Sosa was a little bit different. I remember when he was on like Unimas, and he was boxing a little bit different. He looked good, and then fucking when he went against Lomachenko, he just looked like he was just throwing wide punches, and he looked so bad. Because I remember when Jason Sosa fought, I remember for a little bit, Jerry Belmontes caught a buzz again. And he was frank
from Corpus, right? Jerry Belmontes.
And Jerry caught a buzz again because he was on Top Rank, then he got dropped by Top Rank, and then he was fighting a lot on the Golden Boy cards, and then he got that fight with Figueroa. He looked great in that fight, and then like there was a lot of buzz around him again once he got that, then he lost the opportunity to Cotto's cousin, and then after that, he fought Jason Sosa, I think, on ESPN, and Jason Sosa looked very good against Jerry, and Jerry was very, very good.
Yeah, I always liked watching Jerry Benamontes fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a great era of, in my opinion, the last great era of boxing, in my opinion.
you think?
That was when Manny and Floyd and
You,
and
you,
um,
you are
yeah,
kind of right. Like I remember the 2000, I think 2013, 2014
yep,
was probably the last great time of great fights.
yep, that's it.
I
And
will say that Al Heyman and PBC, when the fights were on NBC, CBS, and Fox,
that was
that
fun.
that was very fun.
That was fun, but it was very short lived,
Yes.
and because of overpaying those non-attractions, non-ticket sellers, it
Yeah.
ruined the business.
Tuesday night fight.
We're still trying to shake the stench off of the Al Heyman curse, guys.
Yeah.
And once again, that segues into our next topic, Adam. Tank Davis versus Laurent Roach was announced earlier this week, and I was going to go live until I spoke to someone who was going to remain unnamed, telling me that no, it's not going to happen. It's bullshit. It's not going to happen in this year. If we're lucky, it'll happen in January or February. But we don't even know that because of Al Heyman.
Wow.
And I'm like, I knew that. Why did I fall for this Dan Raphael nonsense? Dude, when fat ass reports something now, it's a load of horse shit.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, he doesn't write for a respected periodical any longer. So why would anyone give him the scoop?
I mean, he was the guy for ESPN for the longest time, but now.
Yeah, but you know what? The only faction giving him scoops is Baskin and Robbins these days.
God damn, that was good. That was. Yeah, that was quick.
You know what? Shut up, Joseph. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm still the man. I'm still twice the man you are.
No, dude, you're 5 times the man I am. You fat mother. Anyway, here I am talking to myself now. Dude, you know what's bad? When I'm talking to myself, doing an impression. Oh, Chingao, Adam. You know what? It's funny. I remember over a decade ago, I was on the old Pugilist Corner. You remember that?
Yes.
I was like, hey, you know what, Heron? Hey, don't give me any lip or I'll just reach right through the phone and smack you silly. I'm like, hey, Teddy, relax, man. Dude, what did I say? Hey, you know what? I could see a stupid look on your face just over the phone. I'm not even looking at you, and I can see it in my head. Hey, you know what, Teddy? Have you been drinking or something? Hey, you know what? Shut up. And people actually bought it. They thought that I was getting abused by Teddy Atlas over the phone.
Really?
Yeah. I even did one with Floyd one time, and people fell for it. Hey, you know what? It's all gravy up in here, baby. Hey, you know what? We about those millions. We're about those Benjamins, dog. Hey, Floyd, when are you gonna fight Manny? Hey, you know what? Hey, when he decides to take a USADA test, hey, you know what? We gonna make it happen. Bullshit, Floyd. Hey, you know what? I don't need this shit. Hey, I'm doing you a favor, dog, by coming on your damn show. No one listens to this shit anyway. You know what? You don't even know what the fuck you're looking at, man. You don't know shit about boxing. Okay, Floyd, have a good day, brother. And I pretended to terminate the call, and everyone believed it. I think one idiot actually wrote an article about it back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
Admit that was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So that was the genesis of me doing the Dan Raphael conversation with myself. Wait a minute. Dude, that's it. Take that back. Floyd
What?
sounds a little... No, Obama's more...
Yes, we can. Where's your FEMA money? You're not black if you're not voting for Kamala.
That's more the Obama, right? Dude, my Floyd doesn't sound like Obama, does it?
No, you have the stutter down. You have the pause.
Hey, you know what? I also have the horsey voice too. Hey, you know what? You should start calling me Golden Boy because I done beat your whole damn stable.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, thank you, my friend. But I tell you what, Treetop says, Joseph, what's your favorite Spider-Man besides Tobey Maguire?
Maguire's the best.
No, I don't think so.
Wait,
I actually think Holland has become the best Spider-Man.
I refuse, and you know what? I refuse, to be honest, I refuse to watch any of the new Spider-Mans due to Tobey Maguire being the best Spider-Man. That's the only Spider-Man that I know, and that's the only one I want to know. That's it.
No. See, it's not Tobey Maguire that was great. It was Sam Raimi, the director, that made it great. No. It was that Evil Dead humor mixed in, right? Admit it, dude. It was Sam Raimi who made those movies as great as they were.
Toby, dude.
Oh, come on. You mean to tell me on the third one where he's dancing to the Bee Gees?
Oh, well, because
come on, dude. No, dude. That runt, come on, dude. Tom Holland can actually do the physical Spider-Man shit, man.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm really impressed by that. No, I'm fucking Toby's the best one, and fucking I mean, that's it. Toby's the best. I don't even want to, like, there's no other Spider-Man other than Tobey Maguire. He was so good they had to bring him back. Correct?
Wait a minute. Treetop, you take this back, brother.
Miles Morales.
Look, as much as I love those cartoons, and let me tell you, that has been the only bright spot coming from Sony when it comes to Spider-Man these days. Those cartoons are amazing. But Miles Morales, the mulatto, is the best Spider-Man?
No, he's not.
Hell no, dude.
Thank you. Yes.
That's like saying the Falcon is the best Captain America. The Falcon is better than Steve Rogers? No. There is no better Steve Rogers than, what's his name? The guy who used to play the Human Torch in the first Fantastic Four. What's his name?
I don't know.
Dude, he was Steve Rogers. I'm sorry, guys. And now I'm going back to my youth, way back yonder, when comic books were only 15 cents. Yeah, yes, I said it.
Comic books is now a niche now.
Oh, hold on. 509 says, do Eddie argue with Oscar? You want to hear that?
You got tickets.
Okay, hold on. Let me get some water in me, dude. Hold on. This is going to be funny. Eddie, you are the worst promoter on the earth. Well, look, Oscar, you cokehead bellend. Don't tell me how to do my job. Okay, we all know that you don't promote. It's all Eric Gomez. And it used to be Roberto Diaz. You know nothing about this business. Look, you can't even you can't even keep your moneymaker happy like Canelo. You had one job, to be the official fluffer for Canelo Alvarez, and you couldn't even do that. You were too busy powdering your damn nose. Hey, you know what, you limey bitch? Get the fuck out of my face. You've never fought ese. Anyway, that's me arguing with Eddie Hearn. So, there. Dude, what'd you think?
Pretty decent. It's all right.
Oh, my gosh, dude. You don't like my Eddie Hearn impression?
No, the Eddie Hearn I mean, you know what it might be? Eddie
What?
Hearn. Eddie Hearn's fucking British, so every British guy sounds like the same. They all sound the same. You can't really tell.
No, you know what, dude? That is the most racist thing you've ever heard, man, or ever said.
Well, all right then. What if
No. Do you remember Michael
if Eddie
Caine?
Hearn
Who
had a
played?
fucking
Yeah,
cock
listen to me, dude. Hey, you know what, dude? I'm gonna prove you wrong. So you just listen up, Sonny.
Okay. Well, no. Okay.
No,
So
no. Do you remember Michael Caine playing Alfred on
Yes.
the Christopher Nolan Batman?
Yes. Yes.
You weren't supposed to blow the bloody doors off, Master Bruce. I've failed you, Master Bruce. I've failed you. You were supposed to kill the Joker. Some men just want to see the world burn. Now compare that to, guys, this event is going to be an absolute cracker. Devin the Dream Haney versus Jack Catterall is an absolute barn burner. Now talk about mastery in the ring. We haven't seen this kind of technical brilliance since Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, let's be honest, right? Can you hear the difference?
Wait, was that Michael Caine supposed to be talking boxing right there?
Oh my gosh, dude!
That's all I'm fucking saying. That's all I'm saying.
You are not a nice man, brother.
I thought you had fucking. Why is that Michael Caine fucking talking about boxing?
Oh shit, dude, you're killing me. You're killing me. No, I'm not. Once again, here's Michael Caine. I'm Michael Caine. You weren't supposed to blow the bloody doors off. That's Michael Caine. Here's Eddie Hearn. Now, it's going to be an absolute cracker this Saturday night. Now, once again, it's Devin the Dream Haney versus Jack Catterall. It's going to be an absolute cracker in Birmingham.
Sound the same.
Oh my gosh!
The only British guy that doesn't sound the same if you have a Cockney accent, or Chris Eubanks Sr. is the funniest shit. When Eddie Hearn does the Chris Eubanks impression, that's good. I go, okay, that's really good.
Wait a minute. You're actually saying that Eddie Hearn does better impressions than I do.
I'm saying he does a better impression of Chris Eubanks Sr.
You know what, dude? I've been hurt, man, many times before, but I don't think ever this badly, Adam. I can't even say that without laughing, brother. Oh shit! I'm getting some impression requests now, dude. Here, dude. Let me get this. Hold on. I did this one earlier for my brother G Funky when we were talking on the phone. Yeah, I've been trading fours, guys, with a bunch of liberals on social media today and last night, and I have to admit, it doesn't get old. I'm actually enjoying. In the immortal words of Eddie Hearn, well, you know, I'm actually quite enjoying that. It actually touched my soul a bit. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to pull up my post. Hold on, brother. I actually traded with Al Bernstein, right? And my brother Alberto says, can you do Al Bernstein talking some political jargon? And yep, I traded with Al Bernstein earlier, and he blocked me. So maybe that's why I can't find it.
Who?
Al.
Oh, Al Bernstein.
So this is what Al Bernstein had to say. Can you hear me, Adam?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Oh shit! Can you imagine that? Fat Man and the Fag on doing a commentary gig together. Can you imagine that?
Al Bernstein, Dan Raphael.
Yeah, hold on. But no, let me this is what I'm going to do at this time, right? And then we're going to start talking about Tank Davis once again, right?
Okay.
And Alberto says, do Al Bernstein spewing political nonsense? So this is what this is what triggered him to block me on X today. Someone posted Trump's campaign just came out against vaccines. And this is what Al Bernstein had to say. This is staggering. So what? They will put RFK Jr. in cabinet to derail vaccinations for kids? Oh my, this is crazy. We're playing with fire if we elect the wrong person this time, kids. And this is what I said. I said this. How would you even know the difference, Bernstein? Liberals, atheists, agnostics, and sexual deviants have become so far detached from reality, you guys are incapable of discerning right from wrong. You godless heathens have failed Western civilization, and enough is enough. And he blocked me for that response. Can you believe that? The nerve of that guy.
Yeah.
Dude, what a heavens to Murgatroyd even.
Yeah, dude, like if you're gonna like spout a political opinion, you better like get ready for some rebuttal.
Dude, it's like, wait a minute. You
Okay,
can
so
throw
then
daggers, but you can't take them?
Yeah, I can't stand somebody like that. It's like if I'm gonna take my time to fucking spew something out, I'm there to argue. I'm there I'm there to fucking say something and get mean.
Yeah. So that's the whole point. You're
Yeah.
trying to get people to fire back at you.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm in a mood where I want to fucking yell at somebody. So let me fucking yell at you. I'll have somebody that I can take my frustrations out on if they want to give me a different opinion. And I could be wrong. It doesn't matter. I just want to let that out. But I mean, if you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna say this, and then block somebody, it's like, dude, then why even say it? You're not even that important to begin with.
Woo! I love it. That is great. You know what, guys? The only thing better than seeing Adam Lopez whoop some ass in the ring is hearing him get fired up about politics.
Yeah.
I love it, Adam. Never change to please anybody, brother.
Never will.
You're the fucking man, dude. That Treetop goes, can you do? You know what? I haven't done Manny in over a decade since he got outpointed by Floyd Mayweather. Because there's really no point now, is there? Yeah, I have to listen back to Manny to do it because I used to do Manny all the time. But he's got such a strange accent when he speaks English. I'd have to listen to it. And Treetop also says, man, your English accents are the best so far. See that? See that, Adam? Dude, see that, man? And you think my Michael Caine sounds like, dude, you think my Michael Caine sounds like Eddie Hearn?
Eddie Hearn. Yeah, it does. It does. It sounds just like Eddie Hearn.
Oh, dude, you're killing me, brother. You're killing me, man. Dude, you racist motherfucker. Oh, Alberto says this. Dude, Dan Raphael's drive-through order. Oh, that's a challenge. That's a challenge, guys. Do you guys have a week? Dude, that's a challenge. No, okay, pick the restaurant. Pick the fast food eatery, and I'll order. Pick it. Adam, pick the fast food place, and I'll do the order.
I thought you were talking to fucking the guy you asked that.
Dude, you were on the show with me, not
Alberto. I know, but I thought you were telling him.
Okay, so pretend you're working at whatever fast food place and say, welcome to whatever, can I take your order, please? And I'll do it, okay?
The grossest one, Long John Silver's.
You know what? It's still an American institution, Adam. I really take offense to that.
It's the grossest one.
You know what? I'll have the filet dinner with no. Let me get the filet with the chicken and the hush puppies and do you have any more gumbo or
no, you ate it all yesterday.
Oh, okay. Do you have a hat that's fat enough for my head?
No, you broke all of those too when you tried to put your fat ass in all of them.
You should say, no, you literally don't have a head. You just look like Jabba the Hutt. You're just you're just a shape.
You know what?
Dude, seriously, when is the last time that guy's seen his penis?
Right. That's
Dude, when he goes to the bathroom, he needs a stick with a towel to clean himself. Like, think about that. Think about that, man.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
Oh, dude, I know there are several places where on Dan Raphael where he can't reach with a washcloth. Oh, dude, let's change the subject. That's just downright gross.
That is.
You know what? Shut up, Joseph.
Oh, Chingal. Oh, no. Alberto goes, Al Bernstein is a receiver and not a quarterback, if you know what I mean. Look, I always use baseball terms when I make fun of Jotillos like that. I always say, look, Al Bernstein's a catcher, not a pitcher. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Iceman has the beat. Yeah. Hawker Mustang, welcome to the show, sir. He says, a lot of people I've noticed on social media will block you as soon as you disagree with them. Yeah, because they're gay.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, they're gay. I've been blocked for that on channels that I've always liked and supported even. Now you sound like Al Bernstein. And I've supported even. And 509 Mex goes, McDonald's.
Can I get the 20-piece nugget bundle, please? With a supersized quarter pounder with cheese, please.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started on Taco Bell, dude. Dude, we'll be here all day.
Oh, Taco Bell.
Do you guys still have the enchilito?
Oh, Chingo. Oh, shoot. What would Don Chargan say if asked about the current state of boxing? He would say this. I told you guys, when you start overpaying fighters, it never ends well for the health of the sport. And look at the state of boxing in America. Yep. Treetop says this. Now, before we get back to boxing, this is the last comment that we're going to make on something that isn't boxing related, okay? Adam, Del Taco greater than Taco Bell. Look, are either one of those even Mexican?
No, they're not Mexican, but it's so when I was growing up, I used to always get Del Taco. That was fucking really good, but Del Taco only has one good thing, fucking just the regular hard shell taco. But Taco
But it's
Bell,
not Mexican.
huh? It's not. But I mean, it doesn't exclude the fact that it's still good. Like
yeah.
Jack in the Box tacos are very good. Not Mexican.
You know what? Hey, you know what, dude? Honestly, Jack in the Box tacos,
yes,
they're my favorite. But they're not Mexican, great. But they're amazing.
They're not Mexican, but they're great. And
like what is that taco meat substance that they put in there?
We have no idea. We're clueless, but they're
dude,
so
it's
good.
Mystery meat, and I don't care. I dig it.
Yeah, it's so good. And I don't even know how they fucking got to the point where that was a thing. So like somebody goes, yeah, we'll you know what? Fuck it. Let's just put tacos on the menu. And then we're like, all right, try it. We eat one, and they're like, oh shit, these are actually really, really good. I think they ring you in with two for $1. They were $2 for $1, and they like they roped you in, and then they were like, dude, this isn't bad for $1. Dude, give me fucking 6 of them. Give me like fucking 3 orders. 6.
Wait a minute. You want to know how old I am, Adam?
What? Okay.
I remember when Jack in the Box used to be all about the clown, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then they revamped, right?
Yeah.
In the early to mid 80s, and they took the clown away, and they put all of these finger food items, is what they called it.
Yeah.
One was tacos, one were egg rolls, and the other were chicken fingers.
Yeah. And they're
And
all
let me tell you, dude, their egg rolls and tacos kick ass.
yes.
That's why they're still on the menu after 40 some years.
Yeah, dude. Jack in the Box, very, very underrated. You know what's also very, very good, and there used to be a lot here in San Antonio. Carl's Jr.
Oh my gosh, what happened? Why did they take Hardee's and Carl's Jr. away from San Antonio?
They
The
weren't fucking there.
bastards.
There's only one. There's only like one, and that's by 35. You get off. It's by
Wait a
35
minute, there's
right
still a
next to the
Carl's
Loves.
Jr. here.
It's past. It's in Von Army.
Oh my gosh. You mean
Yes.
over there by the Toyota deal factory?
Yes,
Oh
it's
my
right.
gosh.
It's right
I
there,
love Carl's Jr., but I'm not going all the way over there for that.
bro. I
Dang,
love
God.
Carl's Jr. You get the fucking double Western bacon cheese with the fucking onion rings and the barbecue sauce, dude. Come on, it's so good.
Oh,
After
Chingal.
charbroiled burger, fucking good.
Dude, I tell you what, Adam. Dude, honestly, dude, one of the best decisions I've made on this channel is inviting you back on the show, man. Like, honestly, dude, you make my entire week. Like these moments, right, when I get to pick your brain and hear the madness within, dude, it makes it worth just doing this show. I'm being completely honest. Adam, brother, you make War Week boxing these days, man, and I love it. I absolutely love it, brother.
Yes,
I would be very lonely without you guys. But dude, are you ready? I'm gonna give you my next independent feature and trailer for one of my favorite movies back in, I think it was 2018. I want to say 2016, maybe. Hold on. This was, you remember the little girl on True Grit who was nominated for an Oscar? Maybe she even won. Do you remember seeing the remake of True Grit from the Coen brothers?
With Brolin.
Yes, and also what's his name? Bridges, Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is back in 2016, right, guys? This is one of my favorite independent features from STX Films, right? And it's it's starring Woody Harrelson and the Phenom, which is Haley Steinfeld. She is so hilarious in this movie. And oh, this is so funny. Where I can imagine if I had a daughter, this is what she would act like, right? And so this is going to be my recommendation. If you guys are looking for a great hidden gem and independent feature that no one's ever seen, this is it. It's called The Edge of 17. And this is 4 out of 5 stars, guys. This is a really great, funny movie. And I like recommending comedies because there aren't very many funny films being made anymore, right? So let me know when you can see that, Adam. Can you see it already? Can you see it?
Hang on, get out of the comments. Yeah, I can see it.
Get over it.
Don't be awkward. Socialize.
Oh my gosh, what a great movie, guys. That was Edge of 17, 2016. And Haley Steinfeld is a tour de force. This is a great, great movie, guys. Once again, the trailer doesn't show it all, but guys, Haley Steinfeld is a superstar. And this was one of her breakout performances. She is an amazing talent. Guys, you will laugh your ass off. It is hilarious. One of the funniest movies I've seen in the past 10 years. And it is definitely well worth your 2 hours. I promise. So anyway, there it is. There it is. Adam, your thoughts, brothers, from watching that trailer.
It looks like a good movie. Treetop is hilarious.
I know, dude.
I started laughing as soon as I saw that. Oh my god, dude.
No, I didn't. I said 2010 to 2020. Come on, dude.
I'm not.
He goes, I'm not filming this drama hipster movie. Now you sound like Dan Raphael making a critic about a fight.
I'm not feeling this trauma or hipster movie, Adam. This is disgusting. You know what? Very inappropriate. Jew propaganda. You know what? I resemble that remark, Dan. You know what? Shut up before I sit on your ass.
Chingao, dude. Oh man, I'm having too much fun today. Maybe I'm still giddy from all of that candy that I kept from my private stash when I was supposed to be handing it out last night.
Bro, okay, how many trick-or-treaters did you get last night? You do
A
it?
shit ton, actually, and then I had to leave to go see my son play.
So my street didn't really get any, but when I was working, there was a ton. And you know what really pisses me off about trick-or-treaters now is, okay, what? Tell me what you would do back in the day when you would go trick-or-treat. How would it start?
Well, look, I stopped trick-or-treating when I was 13.
Okay.
And that was the last year I did. And I went as the last year I went. Do you remember the Warriors movie back in the 70s?
Yes.
I went as one of the Fury. So I carried a wooden baseball bat. I had my Yankees uniform on, and it had the black and white makeup on. I looked freaking boss, dude.
Nice.
And so, and you know what? And when I'll admit this, I loved it when my son was old enough to go trick-or-treating because I would dress up with him. I remember he went one year, we went together. He dressed up as Obi-Wan and I dressed up as Qui-Gon Jinn with the long hair and everything.
Yeah.
Dude, that was awesome. I even have the nose like Liam Neeson, don't I?
Oh.
I have the big nose like Liam Neeson, don't I?
Yes. Okay. All right. So going back to what I was saying is, but do you remember how it started? Like, what do you do?
Like when I became old enough to go with my friends and not my dad.
Yes.
Yeah, we went.
Even with your parents. What do you get in the car?
Fuck no, dude. We walk.
Exactly, dude. Like, that's one of the fucking things that pissed me off when I'm trying to deliver mail, so I have to deal with all these fucking cars, and I'm like, I don't know if it's a fucking geezer in me or what, but I'm like, bro, these kids are
my
fucking...
son and I, we used to start at 7, and we used to piss homeowners off because we wouldn't end until we couldn't fit any more candy in our bags.
Yes, dude. Like, these fucking kids are soft because, like, they're going out at like 6 o'clock. They're going out till 6 o'clock and they're quitting when it gets dark. And I'm like, bro, first off, you're if you're driving in a car, like, one thing that pisses me off too is they're driving in cars, they're having the trunks open, they're driving in cars, and then when they get to a neighborhood, they stop and then they go get trick-or-treating and they go and they get back in the car. It's like, bro, no, that's not how you do it.
No, you walk. You walk your fat ass.
You walk from your house and you walk to wherever the fuck you need to go. Who's giving out candy? Like, that's part of the whole journey of trick or treating.
Yeah, that's part of the fun.
You have to walk, dude. You got to walk, and you're staying out late. As soon as it gets dark, there's nobody out there. And you can give me the shit. You can give me the fucking thing about,
dude, let me ask you something. And this says a lot about your character.
Yeah.
When your neighbors wouldn't be there and they didn't want to deal with the guys ringing the doorbell or opening up the door and greeting everyone, they would just put a bowl of candy out there.
Yeah.
Now, Adam, tell the truth. Did you just take 1 or 2 pieces, or did you take the entire fucking bowl?
You don't take the entire bowl. You don't take that. You don't take the entire bowl. You take a good amount.
Good man.
You take a good amount.
No. What I would do was I would fish through it and take all the chocolate.
Yes, you take what you want.
That's exactly. But I wouldn't take more than 3 pieces.
I don't know. There's not a set number. If I catch an eye, there's not a set number, but if I catch an eye of something, I want to get, I get. I grab it. It's free use, dude.
Oh, dude. And do you remember everyone had one of those neighbors that gave full-size candy bars every year?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
think I got
remember
a couple
having one of those
those.
neighbors? Like,
Yeah,
I always had one of those neighbors, and that was the first house that I went to. Because you always got a full-size Snickers or a Baby Ruth or a Butterfinger or a full-size candy bar. That was like jackpot right there, brother.
Yeah, that was jackpot. Like when I went to
Dude, and look, when I was a kid, some assholes used to give us fruit.
yeah, that's gay. Don't do that.
I'm like, dude, wait a minute. We have fruit all the time at my house. Why the hell would I want that in my trick-or-treat bag?
Yeah, fuck that, dude. That's if somebody gives you fruit, they're a pedophile. Somebody gives you fruit, I'm just saying it right now.
And the very worst, homemade popcorn balls.
Somebody gave me popcorn yesterday. Like I turned down a lot of candy. I was like, they were like, "You want some candy?" And I was like, "No, I'm too old for that, dude. I'm too old to do that. I feel like a creep." But I was like, there's somebody somebody crossed the street and gave me gave me like a big bag of stuff. And I'm never really like a candy guy. I'm never really into sweets. I ate like the popcorn. I just gave the candy to my boss. Like
Well, you know what, Adam? You're missing out. You're missing out, Adam.
Oh,
You know, in fact, I had a couple pieces under my second chin.
Yeah, Dan. Dan, that's how you fucking got that way. Bro, you have a second chin because of the candy.
No, it's because I eat too many green beans, Adam. You don't know shit, Adam.
Fucking Dan Raphael.
You don't know me. Don't touch me.
I don't want to fucking know you, dude. It's a fucking detriment to my health that I do know you.
Dude, could you imagine in a packed airplane going to cover a fight and you have the unfortunate luck of sitting next to Dan Raphael and you have an aisle and you don't have an aisle seat?
Oh, dude.
That happened to me once before, dude.
Hey.
Yeah. I want to say it was to cover Manny versus Cotto in Vegas.
Ooh, that was a good fight.
Yeah, and speaking of the Penguin, I think Treetop brought up the Penguin with Colin Farrell. Dude, I met Colin Farrell that weekend too. And he was so hammered, I couldn't understand a fucking word he said.
Dude, Colin Farrell's a very good actor.
But he's a midget.
Really? How tall?
Yeah, he's shorter than both of us.
Oh, really? Shit, no, he's not.
Dude, he's a midget. Like, I couldn't believe it. He's like 5'5".
He's a great actor, though.
He is an excellent actor. But, dude, that's why he's playing the Penguin. He's a midget.
I don't believe you. Colin Farrell.
No, dude. And I was like, and I was doing my post-fight write-up at one of the casino bars. And he was there watching Premier League on one of the TVs. And he was still drinking.
He seems like a fun.
And he's like, and dude, he goes like this. He goes, hey. And then he starts like he starts laughing. And I'm like, yeah. I didn't understand a fucking word he said, but okay.
You're wrong. Colin Farrell is 5'10".
No, he's not.
That's
yeah, with Canelo heels on, he is
5'10", dude.
No, he's not 5'10".
Sure, it's Colin Farrell.
He's a midget.
It's 5'10".
Dude, he was standing right next to me. He's a midget.
5'10". This is 5'10".
No, he's not. No, he's not, dude. Dude, he was standing right next to me. He's a midget. That is fake. That is fake. Yeah, like Canelo's 5'9". Right. Okay. Dude, that's fake.
I don't know. I mean,
he's a midget, dude. He's a shrimp.
We got
no. Seriously, look at the scene on the remake of Fright Night where he plays Dandridge, right? Jerry Dandridge, right? And watch him in the scene where he's standing under the doorway. That says it all, brother. That says it all.
A doorway's like fucking 7 feet.
To you, it is.
Doorway fucking 7 feet. What are you talking?
Dude. No, look, you can always tell the accurate height of anyone when they're standing next to a doorway.
A doorway's like
Dude, I'll tell you who else was a shrimp that I saw at a prize fight. Wesley Snipes.
no, he's not.
Yes, dude. Blade is a midget. Look up his height then. Google
Okay.
Magic, my friend. Google Magic. Hold on. You know what? This is actually the truth. Joseph on that Sweet Amber, he's at least 5'8".
5'9". These
Yeah.
are normal sized guys.
No, dude, no, dude. Wesley Snipes is shorter than that. I stood right next to him, just like I stood right next to. He's about as fine as Canelo, dude.
You keep going. You keep getting these wrong. It's
Dude,
bad.
no,
All right.
dude.
Name it. Who's another fucking short motherfucker that's not short?
Okay, let me think of another one. I'll think of another one. Hey, dude, Canelo Alvarez. That guy's a
Canelo's
midget.
short.
He's a midget. That
He's
guy's a shrimp.
5'8", 5'7".
Dude, he's like 5'6.5".
Ow, he's taller than me. I'm 5'7",
Yeah, but where did you start your career? What weight?
122.
No, you start at 118, Holmes. I remember when you turned pro.
No, 114. 114.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. I remember when you turned pro. Who are you kidding?
Yeah.
So Canelo never fought at 115.
The crazy
Never.
thing about it is, you know who his pro debut was against? Canelo? Miguel
Who?
Vasquez.
What?
Yeah, it was his pro debut. Miguel Vasquez, who also became a world champion.
I know that. Miguel Vasquez. No kidding.
That's crazy. I used to like Miguel.
Wow.
And I think he got
Well, you know what? And once again, that's why we love Adam on this show. He's still raving about your words to live by. That's actually a credible theory, Adam. Fruit equates to pedophile.
That's one of the most funniest insults that kind of became very popular now. Is if you say anything wrong or anything that's like not a good a very harsh take, you go, yeah, that's a pedophile. That's all. That's pedophile.
Dude, that's pedo bear shit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
You know what? Yeah, I agree, Adam. That's why I stay away from fruit at all costs.
That's a good reason. He's like, I'm not a pedophile. I stay completely away from fruit.
You know, I love breasts. That's why I fondle myself all the time.
Dude, he can't even find his dick.
Oh, Chingao, man.
Finger-
Oh, dude, just stop. Let's just stop thinking about that. That's disgusting.
He fingers his
Oh.
back.
Dude, that is grotesque. Oh, Chingao. Anyway, guys, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about, we haven't even talked about this Saturday's fights yet. And we're already an hour, 40 minutes in. Yes, that's Adam Montequillo Lopez. Yes, sir. The legend, the man, the myth, the legend.
The legend.
Yeah, Iceman's, you know, I've seen this too. And this is why I posed that question. I've seen kids take candy and the bowl. That's right, man. I'm sure Iceman has lived in El Barrio also, man. Because I hated that. Dude, what the worst thing is when you would show up to a house and you would see an empty bowl right there and it's only 7:30.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, that is just lame, dude.
It's wrong.
At least wait till the sun goes down, dude. Come on.
Another thing that I don't like too, older kids trick-or-treating.
Yeah, dude. And you know what? These older kids that don't even dress up anymore. They just want candy. And they're just wearing their normal clothes. And I'm like, you know what? Dude, I had two kids come like that to my door last night or yesterday evening. And I said, can I help you?
Yeah.
Trick or treat.
No.
Go home. Yeah,
Go
get
home.
a job, you fucking asshole. I saw two kids that were like maybe like 16, 15, 16, and they had these like almost like motorbikes, and they were dressed up and they were trick or treating, and I'm like, no, dude, you're too fucking old. Like you can work.
Do you know why my son decided he didn't want to go trick or treating any longer? He was 12 years old.
Yeah.
And he was 12 and he was already like 5'10", 5'11".
Oh yeah.
And so we were both dressed up. I think I was dressed up. He was dressed up as like Goku or something. And I was dressed up as Bobobo with the afro.
Huh?
Anyway, we were into anime at that time. So one of the moms hanging out, drinking, passing out candy.
Nice.
Actually hit on my son. She made a sexual comment about my son.
Nice.
And I said, ma'am, my son is only 12. And she started laughing and made another sexual comment about it.
See, told you she was, and I bet you anything she was getting out fruit. Fucking told you.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then he realized he could get pussy, and he was like, you know what? I'm giving this up. I'm above.
That's when he was like, yeah, I think I've had enough of the trick or treating, Dad.
Like, I've had
especially
enough.
being chaperoned by my dad. Yeah. I think next time, Dad, and next year I'm flying solo, Dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. These thirsty old goats. Ching-ao, dude. Hitting on my 12-year-old son. Ching-ao, man.
I will say a pretty mom is very nice to look at. I will say that.
Dude, because we're men. Dude, pretty women,
moms,
period. Like, I honestly, I don't discriminate. Like, sometimes I find myself being very attracted to a mid-60s. Yeah, because
I don't know about a mid-60s. I don't know about mid-60s.
I'm old, dude.
But like a nice early 40s is very nice, where they have like you can see they've already give out, like they've already pooped out a couple kids.
Dude, if I decide to go out with a woman in her early 40s, I feel like I'm a pedophile.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Early 40s can get it because they already they've been through the ropes.
Wait a minute. Did you just say early 40s can get it?
Yeah, the early 40s can get it. Like, you're about to, if you're like 50 something, you're not a pedophile at their early 40s. You're not a pedophile. They can get it. Like, they've been through the ropes. Those are like the most honest women you're ever gonna meet in your life. Is a late 30s, early 40s woman.
Oh, you know what, dude? Jump tube. You know what? Take that back, brother.
What?
Take that back.
Why can't I? Let's see.
No. Jump tube, take that back. What was the name of that candy and those orange and black wrappers that no one wanted, didn't have any? You know what, dude? I love those. That was orange taffy, brother. You take that back. That was one of my favorites.
Belichick is with the 22-year-old. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and Leonardo DiCaprio is with a 13-year-old. Ching-ao. Just ask P. Diddy.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get fucked in that when the trial, when that shit, all the names come out.
Yes, that was orange taffy, dude, and that was one of my favorites. That and Bit O' Honey. Man, dude, I'm a candy connoisseur, man.
Bit O' Honey is subpar.
Shut up.
My dad loves Bit O' Honey.
Joseph.
Stupid.
Dude, yeah, I love those, man. I thought that was like some peanut butter. No, that was Bit O' Honey, was the peanut butter candy. The orange and black wrapper was orange taffy.
Abba Zaba is very good too. Another peanut butter candy.
You know what? My favorite peanut butter candy though of all time was Chick-a-Stick.
Chick-a-Stick? I never really.
Dude, Chick-a-Stick was the greatest. Not only did it taste like peanut butter, but it had the it had the crunchiness, light crunchiness. It wasn't as heavy and stick to your teeth as Butterfinger,
Oh,
but
I
it
hate
was still
stuff like that.
crunchy and it tasted just as peanutty.
Would you have
Chicken
this?
stick was the greatest.
You eat a Butterfinger and then you just have it in your fucking molars forever. I hate that. I hate
Dude,
that.
bitter like Butterfinger. Yeah, like I love the flavor of Butterfinger. I love it. But yeah, dude, it's like, dude, I feel like I have to go to the dentist immediately, man, from eating one candy bar.
Very true.
I hate it, man.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's like, gosh, dude. But yeah, yeah, and my bag would be full of that shit. The orange and black taffy, dude. It was orange taffy. It was orange flavored taffy. That was my favorite. I love that stuff. But then again, I also love Smarties. I love Bit of Honey. I love Dum Dums. Dude, I love all that shit, man. Jolly Ranchers. Nerds.
Nerds are good.
Dude, that's all good. Sweet Tarts.
No.
Even the hard old 70s ones.
You know what I do like? You know it's a good candy? Is the old grandma candies that come in the strawberry wrapper.
Oh, dude, I love those
Very
with the pectin in it.
Yes.
Yes, those are great. Cherry sours are also great. Lemon heads are great. Dude, Mike and Ike's are even great. But then again, you run into that chewy stick to your molar stuff.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Mike and Ike's. Dude, you know what, dude? It's funny. I'm going to admit this, and I'm ashamed to admit it, but I was a real rogue in high school, man. I wasn't very nice to girls.
All right.
But I loved women. I just wasn't very nice to them back then. And I used to call my ex Mike and Ike.
Really? Why?
Well, put it together. Why do you think?
I have no fucking idea.
Because her nipples look like Mike and Ike.
It could have been worse. You could have called her just Big Dyke or some shit like that.
I think I called some of those too also, man. Peanut butter kisses. Look that up. Yep, that's what peanut butter kisses. No. The orange taffy? Did it come in peanut butter? The orange and black wrappers? Did it come in peanut butter also? You know, the worst candy ever, though, were those nasty orange marshmallow peanuts. You remember those?
Yes.
That has to be the worst candy of all time.
Do you think marshmallow in general, if a marshmallow is a candy in general, it's
yeah.
That's not
dude. They look like packing.
The peanuts?
Yeah, they look like packing peanuts. Those marshmallow orange peanuts.
Yeah.
Oh, they were disgusting, dude. Wait a minute. Joe, you're almost as sweet as her. You take that back, young man.
Take that back.
Dude, yeah, unfortunately, it's a sickness. I love women a little too much. And Adam knows that, man. It's a sickness for me, brother. Like, honestly, they could torture me and I'd still come back for more.
Yep.
It's an illness, brother.
You went to
I can't help it.
You came to Halloween dressed up as a horn dog. That's what you came.
Yeah, dude, I will say this: before things got weird with liberals and jotos and all that, I remember one year I was bartending, and my ex-wife, just for shits and giggles, she goes, "You know what? Let me put you in this dress." And I wore one of her dresses, and she made up my face. She put me some fake titties and put my hair in pigtails because it was really long. Well, and I bartended all night, and I made in one night over $700 on Halloween. Yeah. And dude, guys were whistling at me, man. They thought I was pretty. And I remember I was driving home and I forgot that I had the pigtails and the makeup on still.
Yeah.
And this dude pulled up right next to me. And he was smiling at me, and I look, and I smiled back, and I rolled down the window, and he rolled down his window, and I said, "Hey, I got a big dick. You want to suck it?"
Did he just roll it back up?
That's a true story, and he took off.
God, yeah, that's not good at all.
True story, brother.
Not good at all, Joe.
Oh, dude. Yeah, the guys are probably drunk. Yeah. But you know what, dude? This was at the Hano Club. You remember it was at T-Town. You remember T-Town? Or are you too
No,
young for that?
probably too young.
Yeah, so it was at T-Town. And look, I'll be honest. I was only 20. Yeah, I was better looking than half the women there.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was not a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Chingao. Good times, man. Good times. But yeah, man, everyone turned weird. And so if you're straight now, you don't dare do anything like that. Because back then it was just funny, right? It was just funny for Halloween. But nowadays, people think you're being serious nowadays. It's like, dude, I wouldn't dare do anything like that, man. These days. Shit.
Yeah.
Be like Requiem for a Dream shit, man. Probably
Dude.
think you want to have transgender affirming surgery.
They didn't do that in fucking Requiem for a Dream.
No. I'm saying it would be like that. Remember the one where they give her a shock treatment and shit?
Oh yeah, that's so fucking scary, dude.
That is like, I've only seen that movie once.
Yeah.
And once was enough for me, honestly.
You know what's good? It's that movie. When you first see it, it's such a big shocker, but you're like, I gotta show somebody because I need to see them shocked. Like, because I'll be like, oh yeah, I went through that. Yeah, you look at them and you're like, yeah, I went through the same fucking feeling you did. Like, you ever seen the movie The Game?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Douglas?
Never again. Never
Why?
again. Look, I honestly, you know what's funny is speaking of Michael Douglas, last night an older woman told me I sounded like Michael Douglas.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I don't. No, I don't. And she goes, yeah, say something from Wall Street. And I said, okay, greed is good. And I'm like, holy shit, I sound like Michael Douglas. Dude, isn't that crazy? Dude, I had no idea. I had no idea that like my regular voice when I'm talking. Greed is good. Greed works. Like, dude, yeah, I sound like Michael Douglas.
Say something from Falling Down.
I don't remember that movie. That
you don't
movie
remember Falling Down?
I do, but I don't remember any lines from Falling Down. That movie was so ridiculous. Dude, seeing Michael Douglas simp for his wife. Come on, dude. That wasn't cool.
Yeah.
Now, if you want me to like romance, I can give you a line from Romancing the Stone.
With the V.
Joan Wilder, you're gonna be fine. Joan Wilder. Yeah, dude, it's weird. I never noticed that before. She was like, yeah, you sound just like Michael Douglas. I'm like, I do? She goes, yeah, say something from Wall Street. I said, that's one of my favorite movies. She goes, yeah, say something from Wall Street. Greed is good. And I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. I kind of sound like Michael Douglas in my regular voice. That's crazy, right? I never noticed that.
Crazy.
It's weird.
Yo, let me log off real quick because Babe Lopez is calling me right now.
Oh, okay. I tell you what, Adam, guys, that was Adam Lopez. God bless you, my friend.
Later, guys.
I'm gonna be wrapping up here in about 5-10 minutes, okay? And there it is. There it is, guys. Lunchtime with Adam Lopez. Oh, dude, come on. I love candy corn. I don't know what you guys are talking about. That was a staple when I was a kid. But then again, but then again, our candy wasn't nearly as good as the stuff they have now. Like when I was a kid, it was all the Brock's confectionaries, the caramels, the lollipops, the candy corn, the peppermint starlights. Yeah, man. That's the kind of candy that we had when I was a kid. And then the regular Mars candy bars, Hershey's, all that stuff. But guys, I tell you what, you know what? We're going to reconvene tonight. And because we're already 2 hours in and we've been talking about candy. We've been doing impressions. We're talking about the Golden Boy Clapback Thursdays, which were awesome. And we didn't even get a chance to size up any of these matchups that are taking place tomorrow. So I'll tell you what, you guys mind if we reconvene tonight at about 9 p.m.? Does that sound good to you guys? Oh, you know what, man? Honestly, caramel apples were the shit when I was a kid. That was like one of the best treats that you could have. And your mom used to make them, caramel apples. I used to prefer the caramel ones than the candy ones. I couldn't stand the candy apples. But the caramel apples, oh, man, they were amazing. I'll tell you what's a real delicacy, and these are real treats. Have you guys ever had a caramel pear? Try it, man. Caramel pears are the bomb. Anyway, Jump Tube goes, no, it's not candy corn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Candy corn was awesome. I used to love candy corn. Green or red? You know what? It always had to be the Granny Smith because it was that tart, sweet combination that made it the best. Granny Smith's always made the best caramel apples, right? And I don't think that's debatable. I really don't. What do you guys think? Green or red? I don't think you can make a good caramel apple with red apples because you have to have that sweet and tart combination. Granny Smith was always the bomb when you made caramel apples. Dude, will you get off and quit making fun of the peanut butter kisses, brother? Yep, Treetop has the beat. That's why he calls himself Treetop, man. He knows. Yeah. Yeah, man. Green caramel apples were the bomb. They were the very best. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. And I'll tell you what's great, and you can't find them in stores very, very much any longer. I think they still sell them at World Market, but the green apple caramel lollipops. Have you guys had those? They taste just like a Granny Smith caramel apple. They're the greatest lollipop on the earth. And honestly, oh, do you guys remember Astro Pops that they used to sell at the baseball games? Are you guys old enough to remember that? Astro Pops? Anyway, those were my favorites. Those and Blow Pops were amazing. Anyway, guys, I could go on and on. I used to be a candy freak, of course, because I'm old and I can't eat very much of that stuff anymore. So, in fact, I can't even remember the last time I had sugar. Yeah, boy, that really stinks. But, guys, it's 2 hours in. We're going to bid you guys adieu temporarily. And we'll be back, same place, tonight at about 9 p.m. And I tell you what, I'll try to convince Adam. And maybe I'll put off my sobriety for just tonight. And I'll have a couple drinks with you guys, including our dear friend Adam Lopez. And we'll be back tonight at 9. What say you? Hope you guys can join us. And we'll talk boxing. We'll size up these matchups. And, yeah, we'll see you later. So, guys, on behalf of the incomparable Adam Montequilla Lopez, I'm Joseph Heron.
And I'm Dan Raphael. And I'm Michael Caine.
Anyway, you've been listening to War Week Boxing. Have a great day, everybody.
LOPEZ proudly presents Big Time Boxing USA on War of Week Radio.